Hi students, welcome to plus one computer class. So we already started our chapter Principles of Programming. So in the previous video we already discussed the principles of programming and problem solving, that's our chapter name, and problem solving using computers. How we are solving a problem using computer, top down approach and bottom up approach, and also we discussed about phases of programming. Different phases of programming. Okay, and the picture also I given in the last video how the different steps present and what is the order. Okay, so actually in this chapter we are going to discuss all that steps detail. That means all the steps we are going to discuss, the entire details we are going to discuss. Then in this video we are going to start a new topic called algorithm and flowchart. For phases of programming, first step was algorithm and flowchart, and also we will discuss the definition of algorithm, what is meant by algorithm and what is the definition of algorithm. After that, characteristics of algorithm and types of instructions that we are using in algorithm. Clear? So we already know phases of programming. So phases of programming starts with first one, algorithm, creation of algorithm and flowchart. First one was creation of algorithm and flowchart. After that, program coding. Okay, first step, identifying the problem identification. After that, algorithm and flowchart. We can create algorithm and flowchart. Then after that, we can create program coding. We can create the program code. That means we can convert that algorithm and flowchart into program notation. Then after that, after writing the program, we are translating that program from source code to machine code. Then after that, debugging, removing the errors, and after that, execution and testing. Then last step was documentation. So our first step is identifying the problem. So when we get a question or when we get a problem to execute, first you want to identify the problem. Okay, first we are identifying the problem. So once you identify the problem properly, then we can easily find out. That means we can easily redirect or we can easily find a solution for the problem. Then after that, second step was creation of algorithm and flowchart. Creation of algorithm and flowchart. That is our second step. Second step in phases of programming. What is the second step? Creation of algorithm and flowchart. So first one, once we know or once we identify the problem properly, then second step we can create a step-by-step solution or a pictorial representation to solve the problem, or we are designing the solutions for the problem. So first step, what is our first step? Algorithm or flowchart. So in this section we are going to discuss two new terms, algorithm and flowchart. Both are new. So first in this video we are going to discuss algorithm. After that, next video we will discuss about flowchart. So what is our topic? Algorithm. What is mean by algorithm? Actually, algorithm is a step-by-step procedure. Algorithm is a step-by-step procedure. How we are finding a solution for a particular problem. In your textbook, a real-life example is given. Okay, how to create a algorithm. A simple example is given that we already actually it is a regular routine, or this process we are executing in our regular routine. Okay, what is that problem here? Once the problem is identified, that means once our problem is identified, you want to find out steps to solve a particular problem. Here, once the procedure is taken from real life, there is one real life example is given. How we are creating an omelette. That we already know how we are creating an omelette or how we are making an omelette. Here the steps is given. So before that we need ingredients. Okay, if it is a cookery show, first they will say about the ingredients. The ingredients required to create or the ingredients required to make that particular item. So here the ingredients is given, ingredient along with the quantity. Okay, then after that, method also given. What is the first step? Break the eggs and pour the content in a vessel and stir. Second step, mix chopped onion, green chilies and salt with stirred egg. Then step 3, place a pan on the stove and light the stove. Then step 4, pour the oil in the pan and wait till it gets heated. Step 5, then pour the mixture and wait 1 or 2 minutes. Then turn over to get the other side and fried well. Take it out after some seconds. Actually, this is a regular procedure, so we don't need steps. Okay, we know how to make omelets. Here it is a real life example. It is separated or it is described as algorithm. Algorithm means it's a step-by-step procedure. What is algorithm? It is a step-by-step procedure to solve a particular problem. Clear? So we know according to the real life example how we are creating or how we are making an omelette. Then the ingredients and also the step by step is already given. According to that we can find the solution or we can make omelette. Then next one, what is algorithm or what is the definition of algorithm? Then you know about Alan M. Turing. Alan M. Turing is known as the father of computer science because he invented artificial intelligence and also he introduced a term called programming. Then Alan M. Turing also introduced the concepts of algorithm, step-by-step procedure to solve a particular problem. So what is mean by algorithm? Algorithm is a step-by-step to solve a particular problem, or algorithm can be defined as a finite sequence of instruction to solve a problem. One more definition is it's a set of finite sequence to solve a particular problem. Then there is, from where did we get this name called algorithm? There is one Arab mathematician. His name was Abu Ja'far Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi. Okay, that means according to that Arab mathematician name, it is termed as algorithm because he was an Arab mathematician. From his name, this term introduced, that is called algorithm. So when we are creating a step-by-step procedure to solve a particular problem, you want to follow some of the steps. Okay, some steps you want to follow. Then what is the first step? Here the instruction and the characteristics of the algorithm is already given. What will be the characteristics of algorithm? So when we are preparing an algorithm to solve a particular problem, you want to follow some of the characteristics. The first characteristic was it should begin with instructions. Okay, the first characteristic was it should begin with instruction. Begin with instructions. Every algorithm starts with instructions. Then which type of instructions? So you know every algorithm starts with start. Okay, there will be one step called start. Once the procedure is over, we can stop the execution. So every algorithm begins with start step and ends with stop. So every algorithm starts with instruction. So after the instruction means it may be input instruction, output instruction, processing instructions. So many instructions will be there. So whichever instructions we are executing, that begin. That means that you want to write. That will be the first characteristic. So that I will read. It should begin with instruction to accept inputs. These inputs are processed by subsequent instructions. Sometimes the data to be processed will be given along with the problem. In such situation, there will be no input instruction at the beginning of the algorithm. That means in every algorithm, we are inputting some of the values. Okay, instead of direct value, we will use some of the alphabets. That alphabets are known as variables to store the value. In some of the cases, they will give direct values. So if direct value is given, then you don't want to give inputs. Then second one, use variables to refer data. Second characteristic, use variable to refer data. For example, suppose I want to add two numbers. Okay, I want to write an algorithm to add two numbers. So I can write like this: input 16. Then what will happen? We can add number only 16 we can add. So only one number 16. So if we write input A, input A. So input means we are inputting some value to computer. Then what is this? A. It is not an alphabet. It is treated as variables. Variables are the temporary storage devices. Temporary storage devices. So in programming we will use the term variables. Actually these are used to store values. So in this variable A we can store any number of values. Okay, any number we can save. But in the previous example only we can save 16. But if we use variable then there will be chance of options. So always use variables to refer data. So that is the second characteristics. Always use variable to refer data. That means variables are the user defined word consisting to store values. Then third one, each instructions to be precise. Each instruction to be precise. Each instructions to be precise means each instruction should be simple and correct. That means simple and accurate. For example, we can write input. What does this input indicate? This is a command. That means we are going to input values to the computer. So always use or instruction should be short and precise. Always we are that means you want to reduce the complexity of the problem. So to reduce the complexity of a problem, always write instruction in short and precise manner. So that is the third characteristics. Always write algorithm instruction in short and precise manner. Then second one, each instructions must be sufficient. Each instruction must be sufficiently basic. Sufficiently basic. For example, if we are writing the algorithm, when the user is using that algorithm, they should not have programming knowledge. So if we write in simple words or in simple statement, then the programmer can easily identify the meaning of that particular statements. Okay, meaning of that particular statement. Then next one, the total time. Reduce the time. Okay, always reduce the time to carry out the operation or to carry the that means always reduce the time taken to solve a particular problem. That means always you want to reduce the time complexity. And the last one was, after executing the algorithm, once all the steps are over, you want to terminate the instruction. So for terminating the instruction, we are always using stop. Okay, we are always using the command or the statement called stop. Okay, so which are the characteristics of algorithm? Short, it should begin with instruction. Every algorithm begin and ends with instructions, start and stop. Second one, use variables to refer data. Always try to use variables to refer data. Third one, each instruction should be short and precise. Fourth one, each instruction should be sufficiently basic and also simple. And always try to reduce the time taken for the execution, and after that, once the instruction is over, you want to stop the step. Okay, so these are the characteristics of algorithm. Characteristics of algorithm. Next one, I am going to give a sample. There is one sample is given, that is, suppose you want to find out the average of any three number. Find the sum and average of any three number. So how we will write the algorithm? Step 1. What will be the first step? Step 1. Input three numbers. Input three numbers. Input three numbers. Step 2. Add these numbers. Add these numbers to get sum. After that, step 3. Divide the sum by 3 to get average. Then step 4. Print sum and average. Okay. So this is the first example. Suppose you want to find the sum and average of three numbers. Sum and average of three numbers. So what will be the first step? You want to input three numbers into the computer. So that's our first step. Input three numbers to computer. Then after that, to find the sum, you want to add three numbers together. Add these three numbers to get the sum. Then after that, divide the sum by 3 to get the average. Then step 4, print sum and average. Then is it correct? Actually, this is a step-by-step procedure. In this manner, you want to solve a particular problem. But this is not a suitable algorithm, because here so many statements we can use. So you want to reduce the complexity of this algorithm, or the algorithm should be short and precise. So I am going to write the normal algorithm. In which manner you want to write a good algorithm or accurate algorithm. So step 1. Every algorithm starts with instruction called start. That means we are beginning the instruction, or we are beginning the execution. Then step 2. So in algorithm, for inputting values, we are using 3 statements or 3 words. First one is input, second one is accept, and third one is read. So the 3 instructions that we are using is input, accept, read. Any 3 words we can use. So in the second step, in the first step, input 3 numbers. Okay, that is wrong. Always you want to use variable. So what I am going to write? I am going to write input A, B, C. So here what does input indicate? It is a instruction. Input means we are inputting 3 values. Instead of values, here we are giving variables. So the second characteristic of algorithm is instead of values, always use variables. Then after that, you want to find the sum. To find the sum of 3 numbers, again I am using another variable. Sum is equal to A plus B plus C. Okay, what is it? Sum is equal to A plus B plus C. In your textbook, instead of sum, here it is S. Any name we can use, it is user defined words. Then, after finding the sum, what will be the second step? You want to find the average. So, to find the average, again I am using one more variable. What is the variable name? AVG. AVG equal to sum by 3. AVG equal to sum by 3. Then you know, in keyboard is there slashes present. How we are representing division? For representing division, instead of that we are using the term this, sum by 3. So after executing the statement AVG equal to sum by 3, we will get the average value into the variable AVG. So what will be the next step? You want to print sum and average. Then printing sum and average means it is belonging to output statement. So for output statement, we are using some of the instructions like print. Then second one was display, and third one was write. We can make use of any of this instruction. So here I am going to use Step 5, print sum, comma, AVG. Print sum, comma, AVG. That means we are printing the sum and average. Once the instruction is over, or once all the procedure is over, step 6. What will be the last step? Once all the procedure is over, we can stop. Okay, step 6, we can stop it. Okay, so these are two algorithms. This is not in an efficient manner because in the first algorithm we are not using these type of instruction, and it is not short and precise. Always write algorithm in the second format. Always follow the second step to write algorithm. So every algorithm starts with the instruction called start and ends with stop. Then every algorithm start with input. Okay, input means we are inputting value. For inputting value in algorithm, we are using 3 instruction: input, accept and read. Any one we can use. So after that we can process. Every processing steps contain equal to symbol. First we are finding the sum. Sum is equal to a plus b plus c. This ABC is belonging to the category of variables. Then after that we can find the average. AVG equal to sum by 3. Then after that we can print the values. Print sum and also average. Once the execution is over. For output statement we are using print, display and write. Once the output statement is over, we can stop. Step 6, stop. Okay, so this is a sample algorithm. Then the application level algorithm and flowchart we will discuss after the flowchart. Okay, hope you understood. Then again we will revise the topics that we studied. Okay, what was our first topic? Algorithms and flowchart. This is our second phases in programming. Then what is the definition of algorithm? Algorithm is may be defined as the finite sequence of instruction to solve a problem, and also it is a step-by-step procedure to solve a problem. Each step represents a specific task to be carried out. Okay, then characteristics of algorithm. We already seen the different characteristics. Then after that, type of instructions. For input we are using 3 type of instruction: input, accept and read. For output, print, display and write. Okay, so hope you understood. Then you want to write some questions in your notebook. First question, what is an algorithm? You want to write the definition of algorithm. List the characteristic or advantages of algorithm. Okay, these 2 questions you want to write. Then the remaining section, that is flowchart, that we will discuss in the next video. Okay, then thank you.